we got to talk during the game. You ran off because you saw one of your teammates making a play. So get to the bottom of this for me. Caleb Murphy, how many sacks did he have in this game?
Oh my gosh. Caleb Murphy. How many, buddy? How many sacks did you have?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a real judgment call for me right now. I better say 3. I better say 3? Is that? He said I better say 3. He said I better say 3. Now, did he have 3? Good question.
He said he had one on that last drive of the game, right?
Wasn't that Marlo Wax? I think it was Marlo Wax.
Let's see what the record books say.
I'm going to go with the inside linebacker room and say Marlo Wax had that one. But if he wants me to say 3, I'll say 3 for Murphy.
How much fun is it to be there and watch your teammates make plays like this in the first 2 games of the preseason?
I mean, it's just so exciting just to be able to watch it, but I just can't wait to be a part of it. It just makes me want to be back on the field that much more. As you see, I was able to just run and hop on the field for a little bit, but I didn't want to get hit by nobody on accident. I see that's going around the league these days.
Yeah.
You know, got to be safe.
Yeah. What's the communication been like with this team so far? And you guys are second year under Minter and Coach Harbaugh.
I mean, it's just about being confident. I think that was one of the big messages that we just had in the defensive meeting is that we have the right to be confident because we're working at it right now. Like, we're working at the defense. We're putting the days, the time, the hours in to be as good as we are right now. And it doesn't matter who's on that field. We want everybody to be in unison and have the same confidence every time we approach it.
Yeah, Derwin told me that the team motto for the defense was be the best.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Be the best. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Every time we go on the field, we're competing against whoever is in front of us, and we want to be better than them. And by outdoing them, we have to be able to, have that interior flame, that personal drive within ourselves to be the best.
Thanks for breaking it down, Daiyan.
Of course, I can do what I can.
2 sacks today. Just how did you feel about the performance out there for yourself?
3, but felt really proud of myself. You just go out there and you work hard. And whatever you put at practice, intends to show up in games. So, that's all I want to do.
How much of this training camp and preseason for you has been just being more comfortable in the defense, getting here with the practice squad last year, and having some time with Jesse and with the defense?
I mean, yeah, Mint, he puts a great defensive scheme together. Very comfortable in it for sure. But shout out to Roney for that, Coach Roney, Dylan Roney. He just makes everything comfortable. We sit there, we talk about things. You mess up, but you go out there and you perform over and over again, and it should just come naturally. Great scheme, and I feel very comfortable in it.
No, go ahead.
Just with the defense so far in the first 2 games, you guys have been able to force some turnovers. Just what's kind of working there? Are you guys kind of trying to be more aggressive out there? Or is it just kind of how it's turned out so far?
I mean, it's what we practice at practice. We practice ball disruption, we preach it. So it's just everything that comes from practice onto the field in the game. So yeah, that's it.
How have you grown on special teams since you got here last year?
I think Fick. He said something in an interview a while ago, but I think the same thing for Fick. It's just confidence. You just got to go in there and feel comfortable, confident, and believe in your abilities. So, I think that I've just grown confidence, and I like where I'm at with it.
What kind of case do you think you've made as far as making the 53-man? Is that something you think about at all?
No, it's not. That's not my job. My job is to come out here and perform. Just do my job to the best ability, and then that's that. God will take the rest of it.
What have you learned from the guys in the room, Khalil, Bud, and Joey last year?
Yeah, even Joe. Yeah, Joe, Bud, Khalil, Thule. It's competitive. They compete at everything we do, even if conversations are competitive. And at the same time, just confidence. I think they bring a lot of confidence just to the room. Individually. Everybody has confidence in there. And then K-Mac's definitely a guy who works his craft. So you just pick up on things that they do, and you ask questions. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Does it feel like things are clicking for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, been playing football for like 17, 18, 19 years, so definitely feels like things are clicking. Yeah.
First preseason action, just how did you feel tonight? Man, it felt good. Felt blessed. It was a blessing to be here. Just felt good, man. I ain't get tackled since last year Clemson game because I ain't playing the Senior Bowl game. So, just got a little touch and then felt good about it.
What did you see on that touchdown run?
Just really trusting my read. As a running back, every play, different type of looks. As a defensive front, just being patient. I felt like that was my key thing, and I did that.
Were you able to pick it up? I mean, I know you were out for the
first part of camp, and then you didn't play in the Detroit game. But how have you felt like you've kind of revved up these last couple of weeks?
Felt good. My key thing was just, just being in the meeting room, every time and just being active, asking questions, and, just having my faith, just keep having faith. And, that's what got me here.
Was it frustrating that time? Obviously, we're in for about one practice and then had to sit out for that week. Was it frustrating just being in your first camp and not being able to be out there? Or?
Yeah, I want to say frustrated. Like I said, I kept my faith, just being out there, just being in meetings and stuff like that, just being present. I've been through situations like this when it come down to injury. So just like I said, just keeping my faith and just be ready with my name called, and I feel like I was ready.
Ended up being something pretty minor that you were dealing with?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Just whenever I got here, just like I said, I always keep up with my body. So, I've been through situations like this, And like I said, key thing is keeping my faith, and that's what I did.
The first time you touched the ball tonight, was it surreal?
Yeah, it was, like I said, I ain't get tackled since the Clemson game of last year. So it definitely felt unreal. But just glad to be here. Blessed to be here.
Sorry if you asked this, but just how did it feel to get in the end zone there at the end?
I blacked out. It felt good. I ain't been in the end zone since the game actually before Clemson. So it was different. Just like I said, blacked out. It felt like and like I said, I trust my read, and after that it was history. So that was just blessed, and like I said, just kept my faith.
Just keep building upon this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just keep building. And just learning from the guys in my room, and learning from my coach, and just taking nuggets from them, and just keep it going.
Blacked out after you bounced it to the outside, or before then, or when did you lose focus there?
No, when I got in the end zone.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I trusted. The play we ran was the same play I had before. So just really, like I said, as a running back, you just got to know your front, and I feel like I knew the front there, and just how the defense would penetrating. With the back end, with the safety coming down. I feel like the patience was there.
And so you felt like pre-snap, you felt like you were gonna be able to bounce that to the outside.
Yeah.
What's it been like to being in the same locker room with a veteran like Najee Harris?
Felt great. Like I said, just being around all the running backs in there, not just Najee Harris, the other guys as well that been in the league for 2-3 years. Just being around them, I always, it's a blessing to be in that room and learn from them, and that's what I've been doing.
I think a lot of people here with the Chargers were surprised that you didn't get drafted. Is that something that fuels you at all now as you?
I want to say that's something that fueled me. It's just like I said, I was ready when my name was called. And things happen for a reason. And just like I said, blessed to even have an opportunity to do this. A lot of people don't.
Do you remember why you decided to come here?
I want to say when it comes down to deciding, I feel like just really whenever I looked. With the program, with the head coach, and just, whatever team that was going to pick me up, was going to get a Rocket, and get somebody that just wanted to work, and that's what I want to do. Whatever team get me, and I feel like this the team that, that got me, and I just went with that head down and just work like I always do.
How long have you?
Just what kind of opportunity is this for you right now? Obviously, with Najee dealing with the eye, it feels like there's an opportunity for somebody to step up behind Amarion and get significant run with the offense this season.
I'm not looking at it as that. Like I said, I'm a player that just head down and work. And just be ready with my name called. I don't look at it as that. Because I don't wish nothing on nobody. And I pray for those guys no matter what. Because I wish the best for everybody as well as me. Like I said, just keep my faith and and just head down and just get every opportunity I get, just take advantage of it.
When was the first time you were called Rocket?
Actually, when I was a youngin', so the team I played with, Little League, was called Rockets. So it was a Pop Warner team, and then after that, just the speed, and I just stick with the name. So.